Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris, only at Randy Kill Honda, and here behind me I have a 2024 Honda CR-V EXL, so let's dive in right now. Alright, so here we are guys, right outside the window sticker here quick. The vehicle has been sold, that's why it's out, but I want to show you guys this window sticker now. You can see it's a 24 Honda CR-V right up there. It's an EXL, all-wheel drive. You do have a two-wheel drive option if you want to explore that with a price adjustment too. Now up on the top right-hand corner talks about your fuel economy. You got 27 for the city, 32 for the highway with a combined of 29. Down on the right-hand corner, it usually talks about your safety ratings. Right now it says to be rated, but you can find more of that stuff online, okay? Now, you can see what the vehicle is made at. It is a US made product, as you guys can see from that point. The price point from right there as the wind blows this around on us. And then we'll come right over here. It's going to show you all the cool standard features and functions, which we're going to try to cover today for you guys. All right, we also get some cool colors up there. I'm going to throw some color options up there. This one's particular meteorite gray that we're going to talk about. I'm also going to throw some colors up there that has that surplus charge, so you guys being aware, okay? Now let's go talk about the car now. All right, so here we are right outside the Honda CR-V EXL. This is the highest conventional gas trim level available. Anything else beyond this is going to be a hybrid, okay guys? So we're going to step right here towards the front of the vehicle. As we're doing that, it comes standard with two key fobs. They're going to be numbered 1 and 2 for you guys, and also comes standard with a remote start. To use that, all you have to do is hit lock, hold this button down here for a few seconds. You're going to see a light's going to flash. There you go, received it. It started up, and then the lights flash again to let you know, hey, I've started up. Remote start isn't engaged. Now, it's going to heat and cool your vehicle, runs in 10-minute intervals. So let's say 10 minutes have passed, it will shut off the vehicle from that point. I can extend that time, so once 8 minutes have passed, I repeat that process. It runs for the grand total of 18 minutes while the doors remain locked. So there we go. You let the timer run off, boom, it shuts off, or I can just hit this button down right here, and it shuts everything off there for you guys, okay? Now, you're going to have a 1.5 turbo. It's going to be right here, 4-cylinder. I'm going to throw horsepower and torque up there so you guys know what you're playing around with. All of your Honda sensing features come standard. I'm talking about your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, forward collision, and road departure, okay? You're also going to have traffic jam assist right in there, low speed braking control, and traffic sign. So that's a lot of cool goodies right in here just for you guys to keep you safe on the road as you're out there driving around, okay? So safety is pretty much his middle name. Now you have LED lights all around, so that's going to be nice. Your daytime running lights, your headlights, and your taillights from that point. Now, as I hit the lock button, you can see where your turning indicator is going to be at, right up there. Your headlights, nice, thinned out, squished, coming out. You got a little chrome action right here on the front end for the eyebrow. Then you got this massive grille up front. It's actually not that bad in person, so when you guys get out there, just double check it. Check it off your list. Parking sensors come standard, so there we go. Now, a cool little thing I like is those wipers are pretty much right below the hood line almost. Okay, now as we're sneaking right here off to the side, you got these alloyed rims. Take a quick little look at those. We'll step here back to get a side profile of the vehicle. I'm going to throw some exterior measurements up there if I can talk today, for you guys to know how does it compare to other vehicles out there and to you guys' current vehicle as well. Now, as we're done looking at that, you guys can see we have body color side mirror, body color handles. We have chrome action around the windows, rear tinted windows from that point too as well. Now, as we're talking about the side mirror, what I like about it is actually right down here on the doors. When you, on the inside, looking out, it opens up a lot more of you guys' blind spot. I love to, as well as you guys out there test driving it, as how squared off the windshield is, opens up more of your visibility, okay? Now, you're gonna have turning indicator right here. It's gonna be a breakaway mirror. So if you need to fold it in, just get out there, push it. If you hit something, it pulls out, hey, it's fine, okay? Now, we're also gonna have your blind spot information system right here. Now, for those that don't know what that is, I have a video showing you guys that in action. Down below in the description, check that out. What is blind spot? How does it work? Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a quick summary of how it works. So let's say you're driving down the road for your city driving, or you can be highway. There's a car in your blind spot here off to the side, that's gonna light up. The only time it talks back to you guys when you have your turning indicator on, while someone's in blind spot, then it will beep at you guys to let you guys know too as well. So it does not beep every time someone's in your blind spot, okay? Now, we're also gonna have smart entry with the vehicle too. So let's say you have your key fob in your purse, your pocket, your jacket, put your hand in the handle, it automatically locks the door for you. And also when you get out, get these little ridges right here, put your thumb on it, I'm out with the key, It's in my pocket. It locks all the doors right there. It beeps for you, okay? So that's pretty cool too as well. Now, we also gonna have walkway auto lock feature. So let's say if that's enabled, you can choose if you want that enabled or not. You have the key fob with you, you get 10 feet away, boom, it locks all the doors automatically just for you guys, okay? So you don't have to second guess, did I lock my doors, did I not? Who knows? Well, you do now, because it's enabled and you walk away with confidence. Now, you cannot accidentally leave your key in the car and lock your keys in the car. Well, you can accidentally leave your keys in the car, but you cannot accidentally lock your keys in the car. All right, so it registers, hey, I locked the door, but I left my key in there. It noticed the order as I done things, and then there you go, automatically unlocks it. There we go, your key fob. Now we're gonna step over to the gas tank here quick. When the car is unlocked, you simply push this door in. You guys see it's a capless gas tank. You don't have to worry about replacing that cheap cap right there for you guys. It's a simple slide and go, okay? Now when the car is all locked, that's going to be locked too from that point. We're going to step here towards the back of the vehicle. Once again, you have LED taillights. Just makes a bold statement. You apply into your brakes for safety, of course. Parking sensors. You can see those bad boys right down here, down below. Body colored parking sensors with your low speed braking control. Low speed braking is when you're in the parking lot, you're slowly backing up. It senses you're going to hit an object. If you don't act fast enough, it's going to stop for you. So that's pretty cool. Now your all-wheel drive badging, they went back to old school ways of putting it right up here instead of a little chrome badging right there on the window. So that's pretty snazzy. Honda emblem back here for you guys. Then of course you have a multi-angle rear camera right in there too. Now we have a power lift gate. You can do it on the fob or on the button. I'll show you the button here in a second, okay? All right, so here we are. We got the cargo open. We're going through some measurements up there, guys. How much cargo volume space do you really have? There we go. So as life happens, you be challenge accepted. You're one happy individual. Now, let's talk about the stuff here quick on the inside of the vehicle here quick. In the cargo, you have a nice little hook here for, you know, garbage bags, stuff like that. A 12-volt plug-in LED light will come right over here. Guess what? That repeats. A hook and an LED light from that point, okay? Now, we can have courtesy tie downs right down over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as you put things back here, you can tie them down, won't be jumping around, damaging your plastic, stuff like that, okay? So pretty snazzy. This whole thing, it opens right up. You got a spare tire down below, and then those tools you may need for this unforeseen events. Hopefully you guys never need it. As you guys can see right over here, you got some insulation, just makes it more of a quieter ride, reduces that road noise for your passengers in the back. Now this whole tray thing comes out, and it goes down one more too as well. So there we go. You can see the lip where it kind of moves up. So if you have like a cargo tray to keep the interior clean, you can. It makes it much easier from there, all right? Now to bring these seats down, it's pretty nice and easy. All you have to do is come right up here, open up this nice door, grab that, fling it down. You know what, let's do it on the other side so you guys can see what it's gonna look like. Repeat, bring it down. Bring this tray up. Whew, done. Look at that. So there we go. Now this is once again a power lift gate. You also gonna have a height adjustable power lift gate with this. So let's say you can set it where you want to, then click and hold as it says right here. Wait for the double beep. Now it's gonna open and close to that setting every single time, okay? Now we also gonna have some additional buttons right here on the tailgate. This one right here, it's going to open and close. You got this little bad boy here too as well. So let's say everyone's out of the car, you're grabbing the last bit of supplies from this point. Now I'm all done. As I shut the door, all you have to do is hit this button right here and it locks all the doors automatically for you guys too as well. So pretty cool, huh? Then we're going to step right over here. What I love about the CR-V is how wide these doors open. It opens up pretty wide there for you guys. Makes it easy for anyone to get in and out of. You can see it's squared right up. So there we go. We're going to bring these up here quick. I'm going to step it off to the other side. So as we're checking out the door here, you can see the nice little black finish here. Little gloss black. You have a little leather armrest, power windows, some cubby space down here. CR-V, little badge of honor going on. Then we'll come right back here. Leather interior, as you guys can see. The seats do recline quite a bit back, so I got a little nap mode going on if I want to take a nap. Now your anchors for your car seats are going to be nicely exposed right over there for you guys, okay? So I remember those good old days. Now, Armrest, cup holders. There we go. We got some cup holders. Dome lights on and off. Put it in the center. So, you know, as the doors open, that's going to turn on there for you guys. Third seat belts right up here. Carpet mats come standard. You have a USB right here. USB-Cs, adjustable vents. Then you have a courtesy pocket right there behind the passenger seat. Front passenger seat. Now that's the back seat right there for you guys. Now we're going to talk about what's up front here for you folks, okay? So as we open up the door here quick, we're going to check out the driver's side door here. You guys see a nice little black trim finish. You got 2-seat memory. You got leather right up here. You got a little cubby space. From that point, you guys know about power windows. You got your power locks, your power mirrors between left and right. The D-pad to adjust accordingly. And then you got this little fancy button. My wife loves this button because she locks the windows because of those young whippersnappers in the back always playing with the windows. That's one of her pet peeves. So if you don't want to mess with your windows, boom, lock them out. There we go. You're set. We're going to come right over here quick to the seat. Once again, you got leather interior up front. You're going to have power seating right up here for you guys. So you got your forward, you got your back. You got a little tilt action here on the front half with this front half of the bun as we're messing with that. Raise and lower. And then you got your recline. And then you got your lumbar support, okay? From that point. Now, as we come over here on the passenger side, guess where you guys going to have? That's right, power seating, okay, over here on the passenger side. So it goes forward, it goes back, and recline from that point. So that's going to be a passenger seat, okay? Woo! Jumping around, walking through the rocks. Here we are, back up front where all the action's at. Now, obviously, we got your pedals to A to B to stop and go. Then wrap around right over here. Guess what this is? Your hood release. Let me show you guys some common courtesy stuff here quick, just for you guys. All right, so here we are right underneath the hood just for you guys. We're going to talk about the common courtesy stuff. Here we go. It's going to be a washer fluid. Nice blue cap, easy to find. You guys know how to fill that up. We'll come right over here to your coolant cap. Dipstick, bright orange. You can find that anytime, day or night. Your oil cap's right over there. And then we're going to wrap right over here to your battery connection, easily exposed. Brake fluid, then your fuse box from there, okay? Now we're gonna do one over for those that love to get underneath the hood, have the skills set, know what they're playing around with, do a lot of advanced on their own, and there we go. If you guys have more of those advanced questions, contact your local Honda Service Center. I'm sure they'd be glad to answer those questions just for you guys or help you with your service, okay? There it is. Let's dive right back up front. All right, so here we are right inside the Honda CR-V. We got the key fob with me. It's in the car. It's on my person. All you have to do is put your foot down on the brake, hit the start button, and watch everything light up. Now, as the vehicle is starting right there, we're going to come right over here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel to talk about these buttons. So you got your traction control or vehicle stability assist right here. You can simply turn that on or off. Then you have your power liftgate button. You can't just tap. You have to click and hold it to open and close your power liftgate, okay? You're going to have your vents. You can close these bad boys. I can open it. I'm going to keep it open. And then we're also going to have your adjustable vents right here. It clicks every time it gets in the center from that point. Let's focus camera. Perfect. Let's come right over here to the steering wheel controls. It's going to be a leather wrapped steering wheel. A horn action. There we go. And then let's talk about the safety controls right over here on the right hand side. So you can have this little icon right here for your adaptive cruise control. So as I'm selecting that, you can see it right there on the driver's interface. It popped up. It's right there. That's going to be our adaptive cruise control. I can tell because it has the speedometer with an arrow right there with the car in front of it. Then also, if I select that button again, it's gone. It's not available. Now it's available. Adaptive cruise is available. Now with your adaptive cruise, you can have this button right here. As I'm selecting this button, we'll take a look right up here. See those lines up there moving? Right there in the center? That's us setting the distance between you and the car in front of you, okay? So let's say we're driving down the road. We have your adaptive cruise control. Your cruise control is going to be this toggle switch to enable and adjust the speeds, okay? So we got it set. We're going 45 miles an hour. It finds a car range. It will slow you down to maintain the distance that we're selecting here, okay? So more lines means further. Less lines means it's going to be closer to that vehicle in front of you. Now, let's say we're going 45, the car in front of us is going 40, it slows you down to 40, maintain the distance. When the car gets out of the way, boom, you resume back to your cruise control speed from that point. So Pretty awesome, okay? We also have low speed follow with this, so it just slows you down to a stop to a car in front of you for your city driving. It's gonna be where it's gonna be most effective at. I haven't tested it on the highway. All right, well, there we go. Now we're gonna come right over here. Oh, before we can talk about the traffic jam, we're gonna talk about your standard cruise. You can accidentally or purposely hit this button down for a little longer, and then look, you have a whole different icon or emblem right there, okay? That's your standard cruise. So for those that don't like your adaptive cruise control that slows you down and messes around with you, as some would say, you can disable that and have it as standard cruise. Or if you accidentally hold this button down too long as you're setting your distance, there we go. So adaptive cruise, standard cruise. There's your difference, okay? Now we're gonna talk about your traffic jam assist, and then your lane keep assist is all at once. This button here, so you select that, guess what? Mention icon, hit that button again, no longer available. It's available, you can use it now. So as you're driving down the road, this is what keeps you in the center of your lane. So as you're driving, it finds the road, it'll put green lines right up here for you guys to let you know it's visually or actively working. From that point, you can visually see it's actively working. When you go out of the lane, whoop, it brings you right back. It also has a setting that will beep it. You can turn that on or off to from that point. My vehicle settings video will set you guys up for success before you drive out the lot, so check that out, okay? So there we go. You can change a lot of those cool settings. So that's gonna be your safety features right over here. We're gonna come over here on the left-hand side. You got your voice command. You got your little wheel action. We're talking about the wheel action, how it navigates through there, home button, media stuff, between the radio stations, volume controls, and all that, okay? Now we're gonna come right to these buttons, so don't forget about them. We're gonna talk about your wipers here quick. Adjustable and wipers. Rear wipers. And then you got your auto lights. From that point, turn in indicators. There we go. Now we're going to talk about these controls as we navigate on the left hand side of the steering wheel. As I'm messing with that, as you guys can see, I'm using this little wheel, scroll up and down, then I'm pushing in the wheel to select those items, okay? And then when I back out, all I'm doing is selecting home to fully back out. So I'm going to try to quietly go through all this stuff just for you guys. This is where you can choose what you want to display. So if you don't need all this stuff, you can actually pick and choose what you want to get rid of. Warnings, just in case like a door or something's open. Maintenance, stuff like that. Fuel and range. Right now, on a full tank of gas, I can go 403 miles before I have to fill up again. This is all computer generated, so it's going to learn from your driving habits and the train that you drive on, stuff like that. So that number is always going to change. The more you drive, the more that's going to be fine-tuned. As we're looking at that, you can see that your trip A and trip B is down here. I'll use that little wheel again. Down below, you see B and A. Just push in that wheel, and it will reset that too as well for you, okay? You have a nice little graph down here. It says between 0 to 90. That shows you a lifetime fuel economy that you're getting at that time. That's going to fluctuate as you drive. Speed and time. You can start a timer. Let's have a little racetrack time. Average speed, stuff like that. Never used it, but it's there for those that want to use it. Shows you a radio station when it's on. Phone, if I had a phone paired, I could check my favorite contacts and call from that point. Navigation is going to give you a little compass action right here. This will show you how good of a driver you are, okay? With the bars, the car knows the difference between the wind blowing you around and then you doing a really bad job at driving. It's going to tell you to pull over and take a break, drink a cup of coffee, take a power nap. All-wheel drive torque shows you where all of your all-wheel drive torque is going to as you need it. Seatbelts. There we go. You can see who's sitting where and not wearing a seatbelt. So guilty, I'm not wearing my seatbelt. It's pretty quick and easy because I just grab this bad boy and I click it in. There we go. Unbuckle. Buckled. So there we go. Maintenance. All right, so we got some safety support. So if I want to turn off my road departure, my blind spot, or my low speed braking control, my parking sensors, or my forward collision, I can do it right here. Once again, I'm just using the wheel as I'm turning this stuff on or off. There we go. That's what this little green car is. Okay, too. So as I'm turning things off and on, It's telling you that all of your safety features are enabled right now as I'm selecting that. It's going to have a green circle around it. Now everything's enabled, okay? If I want this to be a blank, there we go. If I want to change my speed distance, I'd have to click and hold in the wheel as it shows right up there. Then we're back, okay? Now, since we're done talking about that stuff, we're going to talk about the driver's interface here quick, the layout of that, where to find certain things here quick for you guys. So you got your speedometer, you got a digital one right there. We already talked about the safety stuff. Your gas tank is right down below. It's not that little red line. It's going to be these Hershey bars, okay? So it's fully there. If it's a half empty or half full, whatever you guys want to call it, half of those bars are going to be gone. So that's what you can tell for your fuel tank. We're in park, 69 degrees outside right now. We got 3 miles on it, and it's a normal drive. We're going to talk about those different drives here soon, okay? Now, you don't have a temperature gauge. It's going to be a light that comes on when the engine's too cold or too hot. From that point, just saving up some clutter on there for you guys. You can see right now it's 11:26 at the moment from there, okay? So there we go. You got your tachometer all the way around that. You can turn that on or off if you want to later on. I talk about it once again in my vehicle settings video, okay? So there we go. I promise I'll try not to talk about that video again. Now, that's gonna be everything right there in your driver's interface. Now, as you're driving down the road, just to give you guys a heads up, and you're being fuel efficient, you get a green bar right up here, so your fuel efficiency light. It's going to give you a visual when you're doing a good job being fuel efficient. Then you're also going to have your speed limit signs. It runs off of this camera. As you're driving down the road, it finds your speed limit. It's going to throw it right up here too as well for you guys. And you can fine tune that when it's going to warn you as you're right at speed limit 3, 5, or 10 above. Then it's going to alert you saying, hey, you're speeding. Okay, just nice little reminder out there if you guys are having conversation, okay, in the vehicle. Now we're going to come over here to your guys' touchscreen. So you have a 9-inch touchscreen at this point. It's pretty nice and colorful. A lot of goodies on here. Time's right up there. Home menu, back button. We got a little volume. Let's turn this stuff on. So you got some music, radio station, stuff like that. It's pretty nice and easy. Let's turn on the radio again here quick. So to find radio stations is going to be nice and easy. All you have to do is hit tune. You guys type in the radio station that you guys like without double tapping like I just done. And then there we go. All right, then to save it, all you have to do is click and hold, and boom, it's saved. All right, so pretty awesome from that point. Now you do have quick saves down here. I can do it with my phone. I got music. I got Bluetooth, smartphone connection. Is your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's wireless, no longer plug and play. You just have to download Android Auto if you have an Android phone. If you have an Apple phone, just pair it up and there you go. It takes like your Apple Maps, Google Maps, displays it right up here just for you guys and play it through the vehicle. Or with your like your music stuff, other stuff, you have access to that's on your phone with other compatible apps. You have smart shortcuts, if I can still talk today. So pretty much the car is going to learn what apps, stuff like that, make recommendations. A lot of cool stuff's going to be on there just for you guys. Little display option here too to turn down the brightness or completely turn it off if it bugs you between your day and nighttime driving. Now this stuff you can, well, let's do Sirius XM. You just click and drag it. You can save over, so you have quick saves right here for shortcuts if you guys want to, okay? So with on this, you got your all apps. You can minimize some of the apps if you want to on your touchscreen, stuff like that. So that's pretty nice. You can reorganize this stuff, as you guys just seen right there, and hit the back button. So music options, audio source. And there we go. So we have AM, FM, Sirius XM radio, USB. You have Bluetooth audio and smartphone connection. So you guys can see all the goodies right here. Smartphone connection. This is going to be Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You got your trip. This shows you pretty much your trip A's, trip B's, where you get in range. Same thing as we talked about right over here on the driver's interface. All right. We'll come over here. You got your general settings. We got the vehicle settings. We already talked about that. There's a video about that. Compass. So that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at here for you guys. This touchscreen. Okay. We're going to come right down over here to the dashboard. Let's kind of give you guys the layout here quick. You got adjustable vent here. We got these ones here. We're going to argue who gets those. Yours is going to be right over here. Okay, and it's adjustable from that point. We're going to have heated seats. High, medium, and low. As I'm playing around with this stuff, it shows it right up here. So as we're driving down the road, it's going to be at eye level right here. Now that's yours over there too as well. Dual climate. One of our biggest arguments in my marriage is who gets to play around with the temperature. There we go. She got hers, I got mine. I like to blast mine cold. And then you got your fan speed right over here. All right, so we're gonna come over here, air circulation. You got your different modes. You can see that one right up here. Front defroster, rear defroster with heated side mirrors. Climate control is pretty nice and easy and pretty much straightforward right there. Let's get some AC going again. We'll come right down over here. You got a wireless phone charging pad. So that's going to be nice. It's on. You can see it's available. You can use it because of the green light. You can shut it off by hitting this little power button. Now it's off. All you have to do is put your phone on there. And then it goes from green light to yellow light when it's charging, okay? A couple USBs, USB, USB-C. You have a 12-volt plug-in, a little tray here off to the side just for additional stuff. Then we'll come right down over here. Oh, before we have your hazard lights right there, this floating button, okay? Now we'll come down over here. You have a couple different drive modes. Of course, you guys know the usual. You got park, reverse, neutral, drive, S mode, and low gear drive from that point. Okay, so as you put your foot down on the brake, these do light up. A little light next to it, so you can see which one you're selecting. As you put it into reverse, your multi-angle camera automatically displays. So you have these buttons down here is going to show how the camera's going to act as a nice 180 view. A right behind you view, then a straight down shot from your rear bumper. Now as I turn my wheel, guess what? Those lines turn colors and guide you to as well. This is going to be on and off, and now on for a cross traffic monitoring system. I have a video for that too as well that shows you how that kind of works for a visual. So when a car is coming from the side, it beeps out and points out what direction it's coming from while the vehicle is in reverse. Once again, if you need to adjust the brightness, there we go, on the fly, you can. Then this little button pops up your parking sensors. Shows you a little graph, what one's going off, stuff like that, okay? We can minimize that if you want to. So there we go. We'll put that right back in park. We have different drive modes right here. It's a simple toggle switch up and down. As we get over here, we're gonna come back on the driver's interface. We're normal. Econ's going to make it more fuel efficient, mostly effective for your highway driving. You are going to sacrifice acceleration power and AC power, so keep that in mind. Do you want to be fuel efficient or comfortable, okay? You may see anywhere from roughly 2 to 4 more miles to a gallon, depending on how aggressive you're driving or how you're driving your vehicle, okay? So you can keep this on for your city driving. It just won't be as effective because you're doing a lot of stop and go traffic. Now as we scroll down here one more, you have snow mode. It's going to change how the car is going to perform. If you have about an inch of snow, definitely encourage you to put this on for your city driving from that point. And it's gonna be, keeps you on that road. It's awesome from there. So snow mode keeps you on the road, changes the car's how it's gonna perform for snow environment driving. So once again, we're gonna toggle up. You're always gonna have to remind your work mode you're gonna be in from this point. So back to normal. Idle stop is standard, okay? So with idle stop, for those that don't know what that is, anytime you get to a complete stop, if the car cabin's to temp, engine's to temp, it has sub-programs to protect itself. So if everything's where it needs to be at, it shuts off the engine partially while your foot's on the brake. And then as soon as you let your foot off the brake, it starts up the vehicle right away so you can get going, okay? So this is more of a fuel emission awareness thing that they're just trying to cut that stuff back, all right? If you don't like idle stop, hey, I get it. My wife hits this button every time in her CRV. She clicks that and it disables it right there, but you have to do it every time you get into the vehicle, okay? This is going to be your hill descent controls. You tap this button. That's going to lock you guys in between 2 to 12 miles an hour as you're going down a hill. And there we go. Or turn that bad boy off. Electrical parking brake. Well, let's turn that off. There we go. So electrical parking brake, pull that right up. It's engaged. You can tell by the red light right here. And then you have your brake right here in red. So electrical parking brake's enabled. To disable that, you simply put your foot down on the brake, then push that button in, okay? Hold brake. I have a video that talks about that too as well. It's easy to show you guys. from there how that works with your stop and go traffic, how it holds your brake pedal down for you while you're stopped. Simply put your foot down on the gas pedal, it releases it, allows you to go. Cup holders, little tray action, leather. This is fixed, it does not move. It opens though. I got a place for a tray here. Oh look, I got some goodies down here. I can hide my snacks. Right down here, my soda pop, anything I want to hide from the kids. So there we go, I'm set. Plenty of space is in there. Glove box is going to be a lockable glove box. We got a lot of cool stuff that can be in here for you guys. Plenty of space. So life happens, challenge accepted. Throw it in there. You're going to forget about it. It goes to a whole new dimension, it feels like, because I don't remember what I put in my glove box. Now we're going to have a auto dimming rear view mirror. Just reduce those bright lights that are coming at you guys. You got your little light dome lights right up here. You're going to have these lights up here too as well. You put it in the center. Now when I open up a door, let's open up a door. It turns on the light right there for you guys. So that's pretty cool. I could turn it off so none of the lights will come on, or, you know, pretty easy stuff. One touch power moonroof. Whoop, opens, close, tilts, all that goody stuff that I can wave at everyone. And then this, you just simply have to pull it down. I'll pull it back. Just kind of checking everything out. And there we go. So there you go, guys. There's the CRV walk around. Check out my other videos. I have a lot of cool stuff. There's information overload to help you guys out if I can talk that day. I'm struggling today, but there it is. Now you guys are in the know. See you guys in the next video.